What?
La gloria a nuestra madre tierra Atabey. All honor and glory to Atabey, the cosmic nature. Semino wakia yere ahyaku. Loikia yere kakona. Wakia. Kena. Loikia yere isika. Wakia tai. Sacred spirits, we do ask you to bless us. We ask you also to give us your favor. This is a wonderful event, the 15th annual Taino Awards ceremony. And I want to thank our sister, Warishi, Candy Warishi. All the obias, the sacred spirits and the ancestors for our sister who has kept this thing going pretty much for 15 years. Amazing. All blessings, please.
At this time for us, because the owl for us represents darkness, represents night, represents death to a lot of people. But to us it represents fear sometimes. And right now, there's a lot of fear going on. The owl is telling us, don't be afraid of the dark. Be like us. We're looking all around. You know how the owl can turn his head all the way around? Yeah. Keep pendiente, keep your eyes open. Don't be afraid of this. We've been here before. We've been here before. Listen. If there's no meat, you go. The owl is saying, we're not representing death. We're not representing just night, because after night comes what? Day, Papa. Day, Mama. Okay? So we don't have to be afraid. And that's what the owl is telling us. Okay? Now people ask, why the owl? That's why, because we need that message at this time. Alright? Let me explain the rules first. For those of you that are receiving awards, you have 3 minutes. And if you go past the 3 minutes, we have our timekeeper. She's going to shake the maraca. That tells you, ja.
Wrap it up.
For some of you, son peor que yo. The Areto Awards, because some of you are receiving Areto Awards. The Areto Awards are the awards that we did for the arts. Anything that has to do with the arts is the Areto Awards. The mic just went off. Do you hear me? Okay. One rule that I want to say is if you have children, please keep them to you on your side. We don't want to see no children out there by themselves running around, porque si no nos van a botar de aquí. Nos votan porque si alguien se rompe una tapita de esa, forget it. We don't have insurance. I don't have insurance. Right, Professor? Okay? So, those are basically the rules. The musicians, you have 15 minutes. If after the 15 minutes, if you pass that, you're not going to hear the maraca. But Yadi's going to stand up. Stand up, Yadi. And she's going to look at you, she's going to go. Yadi is the law here. She's part of our committee. And mentioning the committee, I would like to ask all my committee members to stand up, please. We were here till midnight last night. I went home looking like the hunchback of Notre Dame. I couldn't even walk. And then I went to bed, it was like 2:30 in the morning. And I said, oh man, tomorrow's gonna rain and everything. But when I opened my eyes and I saw that sun, ustedes no saben que I jumped out of bed with so much energy. I was like, yeah! We have child energy here today. You see? And that's a good thing. Let's give her a hand. And I'd like a moment to be transparent with you guys. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, 15 years, how did you do it? How did you do it? We're not a 501. We don't get grants. The government is not involved with us. We do one event a year. We do this event once a year. Okay, how do we do it? Well, as you see, we have artisans. Those are the people that make this event possible, so please give them a hand. We charge the artisans for their tables. And with that, we're able to pay, well, we have to pay for the college. We give them the information that they get. And we get everything else done with the raffles. They give us some of their stuff too, so that we can raffle. As you see, we have a lot of stuff on that table there. Is the table of the raffles. We appreciate if you get raffles, because that helps us to keep this event going. And there's a lot of nice stuff. Maybe we'll show it to you as we go along. Okay, so that's part of it. Then they say, but what about the awards in that? Well, every year we have an artisan of the year. That artisan does the awards for the following year. They volunteer that. They don't charge us for that. Okay? In return, we give them a table for 2 years in a row. So that they're able to at least to offset their contribution. So let's give them a hand. This year, the artisans that did this award are Fernando and Liz from Taller Fuhiri. And they came from Puerto Rico. So I'd like to ask Fernando. We'd like to ask Fernando to come up and explain his award that he made this year.
Woo!
Let's give him a hand.
Well, we're Award. Aquí. Nuestras piezas están inspiradas en nuestra cultura ancestral. Trabajamos con mucho respeto, amor y apreciación con materiales naturales como lo son las semillas, la higuera, la madera, el bambú, el caracol. Somos de Junta Puerto Rico, Boricua. Hemos tenido la oportunidad de montar en varios festivales alrededor de la isla y hoy aquí por primera vez en Boricua College y estamos demasiado agradecidos con todo el apoyo que hemos recibido y les paso con mi esposo Fernando.
Buenas tardes, saludos a todos. Yo soy Fernando, artesano de Taller Bujitín. Soy artesano desde el 2011, buscando y aprendiendo más sobre nuestras raíces, nuestra cultura ancestral, aprendiendo a trabajar con los materiales que la naturaleza nos brinda, como son las maderas nativas, las semillas, todos esos detallitos bonitos. Pues me he inspirado a través de estos años a seguir profundizando en la madera, seguir incorporando lo que son nuestras raíces y buscar la manera de llevarlo un poco a que cada uno pues podamos tener alguito de lo que nos identifica en nuestras casas o con nosotros mismos como piezas. Así que estamos felices de compartir con tantos artistas grandiosos, con todos ustedes y con nuestra cultura taína en común. Bendiciones a todos y Guarichi por hacernos sentir como en casa, en familia, los amamos.
Speech.
Thank you guys so much. You know, my first time that I came to the Taino Awards, I met Daniel Silva Pagan. And he's the one that taught me how to make the gourds that I offer here today. And it's really nice to come full circle, back around to get the same award I came to see him receive. So yeah, this is really special to me today. I want to dedicate this award to him and to all the Taquinas who teach art and who teach our culture to our kids and to the adults and that keep our legacy alive, really. That's really the message that I wanted to bring here today. As a teacher, I'm a high school teacher not too far from here, maybe like half a mile away. I've taught at Dr. Richard Izquierdo Health and Science Charter School for the last 11 years. And I've been teaching them our culture as well. And I really hope to be able to do it for another 20, 30 years. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Felicia.
She's an incredible. Mira, yo me quedo boba con las cosas que esta muchacha hace. How she collects to send to the people of Boricua when they have the battered women. That's her thing. She cannot stand the violence against women. She asked me to read a poem that I forgot it. Sorry. I'll post it. You're gonna do it yourself? But esta persona is receiving the humanitarian award and very well deserved because the woman is amazing. And her name is Sonia Vera.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Okay, I want you to repeat this.
don't know that I fight against women too. No, I don't mean dumb. I mean for them.
Good evening, everyone. I want to give thanks to the Taino Award Committee and everyone who nominated me for the Yukaru Humanitarian Award. I'm very honored and blessed. Thank you. As a humanitarian, we are driven by compassion and empathy. We are committed to improving the well-being of others. This year has brought many achievements. We remain deeply grateful. Taíno Awards was founded in 2018 in the wake of Hurricane Maria. The devastation of the storm awakened our people and brought us together. Today I stand before you with a clear purpose to be the voice of the voiceless. I am here to honor the life of Indigenous women lost to domestic violence. Sadly, on October 8th, 2015, my aunt, Nilsa Mendez, was brutally murdered by her boyfriend of 3 years. Fear and love had led her to move to Florida, hoping for a fresh start. Tragically, he beat her to death. Just before her death, I had spoken to her about me going to visit her in Florida, Orange County. She was happy and excited, so was I. But out of the cowardness and fear of her then boyfriend, he silenced her forever. He knew that she was going to tell me everything when I arrived to her address. I knocked at her door, but there was no answer. She wasn't answering the phone, so I left. The next day I tried again. I called again, days turned into weeks, and then into months. Sadly, I received a phone call from the Orange County authorities that they had found her cell phone at her apartment and discovered that the last call was from me. Her decomposed body later discovered after the apartment management had foul smell. Losing my aunt was unbearable and cruel. The painful reality and sorrow and anger. There was no compassion or empathy. Her death changed my life forever. She is deeply missed, a loving mother, grandmother, aunt, and sister. Her name and 1,000 others will be never forgotten. In your name, and your story reunites the fight that others don't have to feel the same pain, that your life matters. We matter. I'm sorry. Sorry. I did tell Candy I think I might have to take a little bit extra minute. Okay. Taíno Awards were founded in the memory of her. Driven by a desire to help support other women that's living with domestic violence. Today's mission, as I deliver donations to Borinquen 3 and 4 times a year, I help uplift people in Borinquen. I've had the privilege of working together with fantastic, inspiring people. My dear friend David Aviles, that poor David and Allison, they had a storage full of adult diapers that we were able to donate to the Isabela, to the elderly in Isabela. Puerto Rico's Bremen Collazo, Mi Patria, and many others. Okay, I lost my track. Let's see. I want to say that we have to continue to unite and be the voice of the voiceless. We cannot continue to accept people mistreating us and thinking they're going to get away with it. Nosotros hemos que andar huida para lo que nos quita la vida es algo triste. Quiero que sepan que hay una taína, Sonia Vera, que va por Puerto Rico ahora esta semana. Voy a llevar donaciones. Que mi propósito de estar aquí para hacer una diferencia en la vida de las mujeres. Quiero darle gracias a todo el mundo que dan donaciones para mi país, para Puerto Rico. Los quiero mucho.
Walter Fesho Rodriguez. I found this guy on Amazon. Nobody told me about him. I didn't even know. Okay? He was writing books for children. This is how we find our people. Doing different things. This is why I do this. I do this for those people that are doing things that nobody even knows who they are. Walter, thank you. And tell them where you come from.
Bueno, pues yo escribí mis líneas para no pasarme de los 3 minutos que me dijo Mauricio. Pues mi nombre es Walter Fesho, yo soy de Puerto Rico, de Trujillo Alto, pero hace 10 años me mudé a Indiana y soy maestro de español en el estado de Indiana. Pues muy buenas tardes a todos. Hoy yo me siento muy honrado de estar aquí ante ustedes. Haber recibido este premio tiene el mayor de los significados para mí, no solo por ser el primer reconocimiento que recibo por mis libros, sino por quienes me están reconociendo. Ustedes son las personas que más respetan el tema de los pueblos originarios del Caribe. Para mí, que ustedes reconozcan valor en lo que escribí es un testamento de que lo hice más o menos bien. Si supieran que todo esto comenzó cuando vi a mi hija menor de 5 años cuando llegó acá a Estados Unidos sin tener ninguna oportunidad de conocer sobre su historia, su cultura en las escuelas, pues cuando yo vi eso dije, pues voy a escribir algo para ella. Y lo escribí bilingüe porque sé que muchos boricuas hablan y entienden mejor el inglés que el español, pero como quiera siguen siendo igual de boricuas. Quiero agradecer a mi esposa Yaritza, quien siempre me motivó a que publicara lo que había escrito. También este día es importante porque aquí conocí en persona a Jason Velázquez. Jason, párate por favor. Él es mi ilustrador. Gracias, Jason. Jason siempre se pudo imaginar la historia y darle forma y color a todo lo que yo escribí. Por último, muchas gracias a todos ustedes, que son los defensores de nuestra herencia nativa y quienes se encargan todos los días de preservar nuestra cultura. Muchas gracias.
Who I have known now for over 10 years, someone who has been personally involved in my own healing journey, has mentored me and has provided counseling at times when I've needed the most. I love her. She's a sister of mine. She's a healer. Iris Soto.
Thank you for that beautiful presentation. It's my sister. Saludos y bendiciones a todos boricuas. What an amazing privilege to be surrounded by Taino beauty, Taino royalty. Warichi. Thank you, hermana. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for this profound and important event. I love you. So I received this award with an open heart, with reverence, not as a title, but as a responsibility for the voices of my ancestors behind me. the voices of my daughters within me, and the hope for a future free of inherited pain. We walk around not just with our stories, but with the wounds of our mothers, our grandmothers, our ancestors. And oftentimes, without noticing, we pass this pain on to our daughters, our sons, even our community. And with it, with each layer, we reveal our personal, our ancestral, and our collective echoes of our histories. However, life continues to offer us mirrors. It continues to offer us opportunities. And in that way, we can work on our growth. Because healing is not a destination. Healing is a beautiful unfolding. It is the most radical form of self-love that you can give yourself and others. Remembering that when you share your truth, you do not only heal yourself, you heal others. That is the path of healing. And so I dedicate this beautiful honor to my daughters for their courage, their resilience, their revolutionary voices that sometimes it's hard for me to hold. I commend you for your commitment to breaking cycles. To my husband, your presence is my shelter. Thank you for holding space for me, for my own unraveling, and for healing alongside me. I appreciate you. And to my mother, who's held so much pain that didn't belong to her, I honor her silent courage. Ma, ese poder, ese silencio tan valiente con quien tú te empoderaste y has podido superar todo y trascender todo tu dolor que no te pertenecía, estoy muy orgullosa de ti. To my community, to my beautiful family, to my friends, thank you. To my brothers and sisters, to my Taino brothers and sisters, thank you. Thank you for your support. Ashe.
$216,000. Okay? So this Guayquiao Friendship Award goes to David Aviles.
Yeah, I'm nervous. Before anything, I want to say you're amazing, Candy. Thank you so much. Thank you to the Taino Awards committee, ladies. You are our force. We get our drive is from our mothers, from our women. And thank you so much for keeping this. And I promise to be more supportive in the future. Hey, Papa. I'm gonna make. I know I only got 10 minutes. 2:30. So I want to start it like this. Last September, out of nowhere, I had 2 strokes in the back of my head. 2 weeks into the hospital, sorry if I'm emotional, I developed a foot-long blood clot in my chest. And I was in the rehabilitation, and I thought I was gonna die. My whole chest felt like it was gonna pop out. And the only person I thought about calling was my wife, because she truly is the one person that I knew would advocate for me Forget about the hospital staff, because everybody got protocols, but protocols will kill you. Just know that. If you ever in a situation like that, don't get caught up in the protocol with the questions. You need to have that one person that comes and shake it up. So anyway, thank God I'm here, and I'm so appreciative to be here. I know me and you, Candy, spoke about this for a couple of years, but this is really a surprise to me, and I'm so humbled to be here and so honored. And I just want to say that I'm also honored to be next to these two ladies right here. Because, again, three ladies, because my wife. Again, these ladies, I am who I am because of them. Because they have given me that strength. Because I see a strong Taína woman right here, a guerrera, that has fought through so much, you would never see her complain. And there were times that I would tell my wife, why is she going to Puerto Rico? She got to take care of herself. But no, it would not stop her. And God has given her her time here and her mission. And I will do anything to support her because she's a vehicle. She's a vehicle that God put here to help those over there that cannot get help. Iris, healer, yes, because she healed me. I used to be the type, I hated when anybody give me a gift. I would be like, no, I don't want nothing, please, don't give me nothing, don't give me a hug. And one day she hugged me, right, in one of these events, and I was like, I felt awkward, because I don't know why I feel awkward about those things. And she was like, no, this is my gift to you. You have to accept, you need to accept when people want to give you a gift. And I've accepted that. And I now accept that. And I thank her for that. And that's how powerful. And this is our second time together being honored too. So again, one last thing, because I know, oh, you're shaking already. Yeah, this is quick. Sorry, my brain is still running. I just want to say this. There's so much power in this room right now. I feel it in myself. There's so much power here. When we leave here, we remember our Taino ancestors were attacked. And then that attacker was put on a pedestal. And we are experiencing a similar thing right now. And we cannot forget that. And one of our biggest things that we're fighting is the division that they are causing between us. It doesn't matter. We need to stand together because they're gonna win. And it's not a game, but if they win, we are losing. And we can't lose because my kids are here. I'm here, I want them to learn this life. I want them to know that the Taino people were great-hearted people that opened up their country. And that's the way we gotta continue. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you so much.
I'm percussionist with there you go.
Before we get started, I would like to express my gratitude for being here today. I just got the call this morning from William, and I've been in this country called America for 34 years, and this is the first time I'm in a room full of people who actually have real American roots, who are real people of this continent. And I feel really blessed to be here today, and I hope you enjoy the music we're going to make.
Jill is from Germany. Jay Rodriguez here, he just plays with me, and William Cepeda were supposed to play, but Jay's on the road still, and William had some sort of personal issues, so he couldn't make it. But maybe next year, Cepeda will show up at the Taino Awards. In the meantime, Tim Till he goes to all these indigenous and native types of things, and so he was happy to come and feel the spirit of the Taino. So, like I always like to do when I play is, if you have an instrument, if you have a voice, whatever you got, log drum, maiwakan. I'm playing a scratcher made out of wood and using it as a log drum today. So feel free to join in, okay?
Señora Lizette Guani Rivera.
Going through emotions like today. She's feel like it's class. She's got coming on. She's fine.
I came in all the way from Chicago to be here, so I'm really excited to be here. Greetings, relatives. I'm excited to be here. As I mentioned, I flew in from Chicago yesterday to be with you all. It's with deep gratitude that I received this recognition. My journey began when my ancestors started tapping on my shoulder whispering, "Hey, it's time to learn about us." At the time, I was working at a university in the field of diversity and inclusion, which included advocating for Indigenous students, yet I hadn't turned inward to learn more about our Taino roots. That calling grew louder and eventually led me to stumble across the United Confederation of Taino People, UCTP. That moment changed, that moment changed everything. I'm so thankful for the powerful education, advocacy, and cultural work that UCPT does, and I'm honored now to serve as a liaison and to be part of that movement. So I want to give many thanks to Cacique Mugaro, who's back over there, and for taking me under their wings and guiding me with my experience with UCTP. My path deepened as I turned towards beadwork, so like I do Taino beadwork like the one I'm wearing as well. This process allowed me to turn inward and learn more about our ancestors and Taino culture. Working in the field of education inspired me to take up space without asking, just taking up space and begin telling my story of reconnecting and remembering the journey. I felt called to be a part of writing us back into history through our lens and correcting misinformation. I want to give thanks to those who have poured into me, my family, Yukayeke Guayania, Borinquen, and the Kane Indigenous Spiritual Circle, and all relatives who have shared their medicine and teachings. And I want to give a very special thank you to Behike Ture, also known as Domingo Hernandez, who's somewhere over here. He has spent countless hours over the past 3.5 years sharing stories with me and making sure that I understood what was happening within the Taino movement. And he did this with patience and with love. His dedication helped shape who I am as a Taino and as an educator walking this path with compassion. Hahom Behike. Quickly, I also want to thank my mother back home in Chicago. She's walked this journey with me step by step. Her support and encouragement have been a constant source of strength. I'm deeply grateful for the wisdom of our ancestors and honored to be a part of the collective call to continue sharing our teachings in hopes of inspiring others to reconnect and remember. Many thanks to Candy and the Taino Awards Committee. I have watched for years from a distance and from Chicago, and so when I got the email from you, I was like, wait, what? I'm in Chicago! So I was really grateful because I've watched, and I'm so honored to see all the community that you have done and all you have done to pour into the Taino community, and I'm honored to be here. And lastly, I also want to give a thanks and honor Bobby Gonzalez. I had the pleasure of meeting Bobby. I had the pleasure of meeting him several years ago when I invited him out to speak and be a guest speaker at the University of Illinois where I was at. He left an impression on me which marked the beginning of my reconnecting journey. So many thanks to Bobby as well. Ahon and Fanekokakona.
I told you. Okay.
Relatives in the same town, Cabo Rojo, Puerto Real. So we are primas. I'm accepting this for Dr. Victor Alicea, who is the founder and president of Boricua College. Unfortunately, he was not able to be here today, but I'm sure he's going to put this in a special place. It's really pretty. Dr. Licea came to New York, or like I say, his parents brought him to New York during the 1950s, during the Great Migration, just like my parents brought me. And he grew up in East Harlem, 102nd Street. And he went on to study and finally get his doctorate from Columbia University in planning, city planning. And then Dr. Pantoja was in Washington, D.C. with the Resource Center. And the idea came up, and she called him up and brought him to Washington, D.C. and made him the one to create Boricua College. And so he is the creator of Boricua College and president for the past 51 years. We're 51 this year. We celebrated our 50th birthday. What's unique about Boricua, well, of course, we're Boricua, that's unique. It's also that a lot of people in those years used to think of us Puerto Ricans of having, if we get to school at all, getting technical degrees. And when Dr. Licea took over to create the school, he did not want that. He wanted this to be a liberal arts institution. And he created an educational model that focuses on the cognitive thinking skills, the affective skills, and the experiential. So we have a model that's, now everybody talks about cognitive skills and affective skills and emotional intelligence. We've had that for the last 50 plus years. And we have a method of individualized instruction. And that all comes from his creativeness. He believes in that there's no separation between education and culture. And I think that having this group present here in our center, our newest center, because we have one in Graham, that's the mother college. We had one in North 6, but we sold that one. But we have one in Washington Heights, which is in the Audubon Terrace area. So this would be the 4th building we have. So just the name Boricua tells you who we are, right? And when you come into this building, hopefully you feel that Boricua feeling. That's what I say. So like when we have an art exhibit and people come, I feel that. And I hope that, I know you brought that to this building today. So thank you. And I'm sure he's going to put this in a special place.
I was born in Utuado, Puerto Rico, raised here in New Jersey, or over New Jersey, I'm in New York now, but here in the States, in New Jersey. And at an early age, I developed a passion for playing the national instrument of Puerto Rico, the Puerto Rican cuatro, el cuatro puertorriqueño. So, es un placer estar aquí. Mi nombre es Gabriel Muñoz, es natural de Utuado, pero criado aquí en los Estados Unidos. And Barichi was like, hey, you come in this year, you better bring the cuatro. So, right before we go into intermission, I'd like to just participate and do 1 or 2 songs, if you guys will let me. For those of you who may have, maybe it's been a while that you've been to the island and heard a cuatro or participated in what we know as a parranda and things like that. I hope that this little moment or space that I have will bring you a little bit of nostalgia and that you enjoy the music. río. El jíbaro en el bohío te canta un verbo elegante, como jíbaro constante. Siento por ti en este hombre y te glorifico tu nombre al ser para mí un diamante. Vamos a hacer una mano. Yo cambio mi bohío, ni mi fuera ni mi seis, por el emballe en esta nación del frío, porque es más bello el frontillo, el monte con sus verdores, allá canta ruiseñores, desde Yuque hasta los picos, yo no cambio a Puerto Rico por 60 Nueva York. Cambio todo, señor, y aquel San por igual, por Organet, la capital del centro de Nueva York. El jíbaro es un honor, y luego toca el señor, que el origen siembra flores. Esto yo lo justifico, yo no cambio a Puerto Rico por 500 Nueva York. ¡Ahí no va! Hace poco del cielo estaba cayendo, loco me estaba volviendo al ver a aquellos señores, que el frío me trae dolores. Esto para mí es el riesgo, cambio a mi origen por 500 Nueva York. ¡Ahí no va! ancestors, our forefathers. Many of you here have uncles, grandfathers, tios, tias, that you grew up around this music and you remember when you played. So that you're helping me out by continuing to push this music forward if you just share it and follow our social media. Gabriel Munoz Music, thank you.
Pero ahora he visto como que hay un renacer de interesante. Sí, culturas, lo importante, ¿sabes? Eso que te iba a decir, últimamente, si en el Caribe, no solamente en el Caribe, también en la parte de Venezuela, Colombia, los arahuacos, son la base fundamental de los taínos, donde tienen los días. Eso es que casi seguro. O sea, ahí lo dicen las crónicas, que los españoles se detenían a comprar pan, sí, el pan de los taínos. Había agricultura. Tú sabes, a principios del siglo XX hay una comunidad boricua, unas minas que tenían ahí de igual. Se le llevaban en piedra, o sea, el excremento del murciélago se vuelve una piedra y eso costaba en Estados Unidos y se sacaron toneladas de la isla. De hecho, había un puerto y pusieron un trencito para que sacara piedras esas enormes, de la mina. Eso fue primero, había una compañía alemana que pasaron. A partir de 1898. Yo te voy a buscar yo tengo el dato, la fecha exacta. A partir de y Holanda también. Sí. No te apures.
So that music speaks directly from my heart and my soul. So I just want to say I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to our Creator. He's strength to me here, persevering all the things I've been in life, all the dances with death that I've had, and I'm grateful to be alive. I'm so nervous. This is a huge surprise to me. And I'm still over the moon, seeing stars. I'm just floating right now. I'm just so excited. And I'm nervous. I'm really shaking. But I want to say thank you to Jamila for this, for introducing me to this beautiful organization and community. I want to say thank you to Wendy. Thank you to Elena. If I forget name, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. But thank you for this wonderful, beautiful opportunity to be recognized. This is the moment when you think no one's watching, no one's looking, you're just doing what you love to do. And then all of a sudden people say, you're amazing. And you don't know that you are, because people really tell you you are. So I am extremely honored to be here with all these amazing honorees, especially. So I'm learning so much from everybody. And like another one of the honorees said, the ancestors are tapping on your shoulder. They tapped on my shoulder too. And I have photos from 1992 that my mom, which I also want to dedicate this to my loved ones and the ones that are not here with me, because they instilled so much culture and heritage into my life that I'm so grateful. My mom, who couldn't be here today. She's with us, but thank God that she rang her bell for her last chemo, and she's a fighter, a survivor. So I thank her. And for everybody who's fighting and dealing with cancer, who has survived and still battling, God bless you, and give yourself a round of applause. I want to thank my mom for instilling the culture, my stepfather who passed away, who also he was a musician, so he introduced us to the Taino beats and all the actual indigenous music and all the timbales and the beats of the world. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm extremely humbled and honored to actually be honored by you guys. And thank you so much.
See how ancestors work? She had the speech ready, but they said, oh no, not doing that speech that's written down. We're going to speak from the heart. And she spoke from the heart, and it was beautiful. Let's give her a hand. She documented it. She's going to continue to document. We need you here. Thank you. Our next award is a White Gal Award, Friendship Award. And I'm so honored to give this award to this person, and this is for service. And he's just been amazing to us. Okay? He lets us do whatever we want here. Think about it. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had this opportunity. So I myself am very grateful and very proud, very happy to give Professor Irving Ramirez this award. On top of that, we found out that we're cousins too because we're from the same town in Boricua. So we're going to Boricua. So I'm so honored. I'm so honored. Thank you so much. He spoiled us. Give him a hand.
Vice President and Dean of Bronx campus. I've dedicated most of all my adult life to education. I used to be a professor in another institution. I used to work in research. I'm on the field. I've been here for 36 years now in different countries. I want to thank your organization for this recognition. Undeserved, but thank you anyway. But these I'm not going to make this about me. I'm just going to say a quick story. It's going to be a short story, 2 minutes. When I was growing up, my father used to tell me a story. He used to say that his great-grandmother and his great-grandfather, no, his grandmother and his grandfather were from Jayuya. His grandfather was from Portuguese descent. But he didn't know much about his grandmother. And he used to say that she was like chocolate color, jet black hair, and that everybody called her Maruca, Maruca la India. And she knew that was not her name. No way I'm here like Maruca. It was Maru. My great-grandfather developed an ulcer on his leg. And the doctor at that time, we're talking about the 1800s, recommended that they move from Jayuya, go to a warm place, Cabo Rojo. That's how they ended up in Cabo Rojo, where I am. he was born and I was raised there too. But I was curious because I'm a biologist, all my degrees are in biology, particularly in genetics. So I was curious to see that part of the family that I did not know much about that Maru, La India. I decided to go, because my background is genetics, so I decided to do my genetic test to find out what my background was. I found out about my mother's side and my father's side on his father's side, but I was interested only in that woman. When the results came, and I have them here to prove it, it ended up that Maru was Taíno. And it appears in my report that I am 20%, a little bit, 20% Taíno. So, that was a big mistake. Then it turned out in the result that it can be traced back that Taíno side 8 generations back. That makes it 240 years back. So I want to dedicate this to my great grandmother. We probably either the Taíno or very close to the Taíno, to his mother.
It's not cricket, none of that. It's painted by hand. Okay, so let's give Millie Mario a big hand. Go to a table so she doesn't have to come back to the came with all that stuff. Hola. Desde San Germán, Puerto Rico. Bueno, I have it written, porque si no, no me recuerdo ni el nombre mío, con tan nerviosa que estoy. Receiving this recognition is an immense honor and a moment of deep gratitude for me. Since the beginning of Millie Mario Art, my mission has been more than creating art. It's about telling stories, honoring our roots, and bringing the essence of our Taíno en nuestra cultura puertorriqueña a la luz. Tú sabes, educar al público. When I capture Taíno art on caps, on sombrero, on sneakers, mailboxes, pilones, tostoneras, en fin, I paint on a lot of surfaces. Hay tabletas con sombrero. Where I want each item to become a vehicle to spread and honor the rich Taíno heritage, transforming the everyday item into a living expression of identity and culture. This recognition is not only mine, but it also belongs to all those who believe in the value of our Taíno heritage and the power of art to keep it alive. Sí, todos ustedes, and everybody. Pues mira, I thank the organizers of the Taino Awards for giving visibility to those of us who work passionately to preserve our identity. To my husband, Darth Vader. Mis hijos que están por ahí, mi familia, my friends, mis seguidores, and everyone who has supported my work. This award is also yours. Porque en verdad, sin ustedes, yo no estuviese aquí. En verdad. Thank you for inspiring me and motivating me
to continue to create our everyday. May our culture continue to shine, and may art continue to be a bridge between our past and the future. Nuestra cultura taína vive y vivirá por generaciones a través de nuestro arte.
Accept this. For all the brothers who can sit back there quietly, you never know they're even there. Okay? Because we got a heartbeat. That drum is the heartbeat. By the way you go in the indigenous world, the drum is the heartbeat. Okay? And I'm proud and I'm honored to be able to do that honor. Thank you guys very, very much.
de Luis Petino, Kena Tapiano, because you have all this is a call and response, so we hope that you can sing along with us. I'll sing a line, and then the ukulele, the people sing back. We'll start out like this.
Toma, toma tú. Kahubaba, aquella. Omatum, la bibi baba. Omatum, la kahubaba, la Taíno. Omatum, alikoma. La bibi, se bainaru. Baba, se, la busika, wahra, la iri. Guariguarish, the Guarico, Wakiske, ya, Baitoa. Just like to say thank you to all the ancestors, and I wanted to mention, right here in this land, with the Lenape, the Mohawk people, this area here, I thank them too. My ancestors of this land. But I thank my mom, my dad, the ancient ones, and I asked Warichi, if there could have been a small thing red. Because this award, I'm very humbled, I thought it was an award that you get when you die. A Lifetime Achievement Award, everything you achieved in your life. It's an active award, you've achieved so far. And, really grateful to be acknowledged, I asked her, who nominated me? You can't tell me that. For the committee, but a lot of people know you. And I just really proud to be a member of my Itayeke, my Itayeke Taíno. All around here that are part of that Itayeke, have been part of that Itayeke for the foundation. I want to acknowledge today, the Samukara was from back then, went back then, and many other people, from the beginning of it all,
Learn it, baby.
So, and I want to thank my wife and my family, As I sit here today, many years ago, we just like the one generation. We have 3 generations here. And myself, my daughter, and my grandchildren. I'm pretty sure there's many like that, And, seeing like Warishi's children and people like grown up here in these ways. I have mentioned to somebody earlier, I'm not going to mention her name, but he said, I can't come today because I'm babysitting. I said, bring the baby. That's what this is for, man. And they came with the baby. Because that's how we do this, And, I've done a lot of things throughout the years, and I didn't want to be up here somebody to brag about myself and read all these things, but they are, and I'm gonna just post them, on the group, because I wanted somebody to read them, because I didn't want to be like someone out there talking about myself. But I've met many people. I remember, I just mentioned a few, but some people here, Back in 2002, we had the first Taino conferences for the Taino in Quisqueya. That's where I met Irka Irka Mateo. We were receiving awards together, So it's beautiful, And in Maros Kijang, a lot of you have bought many semis and pieces, the replica semis that used to go from power to power, from store to store, and vending them, And Edwin Sedeno CD, that I was a big part of, and many other things, throughout that, somebody said earlier before to me, you really deserve this award, and when you write yourself, and you write, I wrote a timeline, because my bio is in the pamphlet, but then that don't show everything, but then I wrote a timeline of my life, and I'll be honest, I had to pat myself in the back. Some of us just do these things, and we don't really know, we just keep doing it. And some things we leave, and other people are taking care of now. And that's the legacy that I hope to leave. The legacy that I hope to leave is for the children. I tell the kids in my house, and my nieces and nephews and grandnieces and nephews, remember the ancestors, if you're young here, whatever age you are, you want to, there's a lot of passwords that we need to create. Somebody accounts, that we have in this modern world. So put a cacique's name. Put a Taino word in there, you know? Make that your password. You know what I mean? Because nobody's gonna figure that out. Just hack that one. You know what I'm saying? But use a Taino word. Use a Taino thing like that. You know? Warishi, you know, I remember like in the days where my daughter and my son were like 2 or 3 years old, we had the children's aretos, you know. Just the other day I was reading like from our peace gathering in 2006. It's gonna be 20 years. And you know, there's a lot of things there that have not been done yet. That a bunch of us in this room committed to. And I'm saying this because we gotta be held accountable for those things that we said we were gonna do then. You know? And that's really important. But this, you did. You did this. This is one thing that we said we'll have an event annually where there'll be unity. And this unity is here right now. Thank you, Wally. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I was going to take up 1 or 3 minutes because I was calculating everybody that spoke less than 3 minutes. And I was going to take that after me. But I said I'm going to give that to the ancestors.
My brothers like that. It is my pleasure to introduce the next award. The next award is the Taino Awards. This is the first time that we give this award this year, and it is for jewelry making. And of course, this goes to our very own Grace Rebel Severa.
I'm short and sweet. Thank you for the committee and the Taino Awards. And remember, anybody could be Puerto Rican, but not everyone could be Boricua. Please keep that in mind, all right?
But she's action, pure action. The next award goes to a person that I truly love and been with for 23 years. My partner, who when I first got the idea for this Taino Awards, he was the one that supported me and said, this is perfect, you could do this, the ancestors are giving you a mission, and you have to take this mission and I'm gonna help you. And he supported and believed in this from the very, very beginning. I know that you're not supposed to give your partners an award, especially, you know, because your partners, I mean, it's like, you know, but if a person deserves it, after 15 years of being there, you guys don't even understand. When I get the first Taino Awards, and Cacique Guaraguarish, and Rodney, and Mucaro, these guys have been around this long time, they could tell you. The first time I did the Taino Awards was at the New York Poets Cafe. And I went there with a little shopping cart. That flag, and the awards that I was giving that year. And that year, the first award was Oguamo. I remember that Beike Miguel Sage said to me, you know, when you nominated me, I was like, I wonder what award she's gonna give, like, what's she gonna give? You know, like, what would be the award? And when he saw the Guamo, he said, that was perfect. Can somebody give me a tissue? I'm not enough, I want more. People, you don't understand. The one that helped me with that shopping cart was my husband, and I'm so proud to give him the Man of the Year award. And I'm so thankful to you for all you did. When we didn't have no money, that we wanted to do certain things and we didn't have donations and raffles and stuff like that, he was giving me the money to put this together. He was my first believer and my first supporter, and I'm so damn happy to give him this award. Please give it up for my husband. Hector Maria. You know what he just told me? That I put snot all over him.
I'm not much of an orator, if I'm even saying the word right. But as she said, I was with her from the humble beginnings. And it's always been about the people, never been about her. Even though her community members, she's been through changes and everything, but it's always been about the people, you know? And she doesn't earn nothing for this, but just recognizing everyone out there that's participating in the community one way or another. That's it, I'm not much of a talker. So thank you.
Let's give my husband a hand, please. My mission, the ancestors put me on this road. To elevate my family, to elevate my culture, to elevate my friends, to elevate the Taino people. Eso es lo que estoy yo haciendo. This next award was a very good friend too that I've known. She received an award back in 2009 when I started this. Now, this is the 15th award, but remember we had COVID for 2 years. That this would have been the 17th. Okay? Because it was in 2009. And this young lady then, so amazing. Okay? And so this year, after all these years since 2009, today, she receives the Boricua Award, the Woman of the Year, and it's my pleasure to give it to my sister, Irka Mateo.
When I got the email from Candy, I couldn't believe it. It was like, what? I was not expecting to be nominated for anything, and I had moved from New York, so I was a little bit disconnected to what was going on here. And the moment I read that, I just started thinking about all these moments that I spent here in New York with all the Taino people that I started meeting in this city because I was coming from Tisdella, from the Dominican Republic. I want to thank my ancestors who put me in this path, who also tapped me in the shoulder, as we have been saying, and pointed, this is your purpose. So clearly. And from that moment, I was in my 20s. I started doing the work that I have been doing for these 40 years. And the first thing was to be part of this first Taino movement in the Dominican Republic in Quisqueya, together with Luis Diaz, Eddie Germán, Manuela Félix, y Susi del Monte. We were 4 kids, 25 years old. Just trying to get the message across that we are still here. And I want to dedicate this award first to the jíbaros, los campesinos, from Dominican Republic, Quisqueya, and Puerto Rico, and all the Caribbean. They are the ones who have kept this culture alive. Being in the rural areas without the access to the urban culture has saved us. Because all this culture has been transmitted generation to generation. And this is the work that I have been doing for these 3 years. It is going to the countryside, to the rural areas, and documenting and learning how they do the ceremonies, what they sing, what they play, all the rhythms that they play, and the stories and also the rituals that are alive there, and bring them back and teach it to the young people that are part of the communities that we are having. I want to thank all the young men and women and the community LGBTQ+ that are part of my community, Sacred Taino Kids. I came to this country after being in the rural areas and running my kids all around, to play with the goats while I was recording everything that I needed to record. And I came here as an immigrant with a boy of 14 years old who didn't know where he was coming to. And this has been beautiful years growing in this country where I came to have more opportunities. And I want to thank Jorge Pérez, who showed me the way. Jorge Pérez got me a job at the Museum of the American Indian, where I stayed 10 years, bringing the Taino culture to the children, to the adults, and the youth. And he showed me the way of how this country worked, because I didn't know anything, and I spoke a very bad English. I want to thank my parents who knew when I was in my 20s and going to the countryside by myself and going to remote places. They knew that I was in a purpose, and they believed in me. And because of that, I am grateful. Thank you, to everyone everyone who has been part of this journey, just supporting me to bring the voice of our ancestors out there. And because some of these songs, they are still praising our caciques and our caciques. These are songs that have been going on for generations and generations. Like we have one to Anacaona that I found someplace very, very remote. So there are some also that I have made, that I have written. So we will have a combination of things. I want to acknowledge this Pura, who is the person that I taught first all the songs. We had a 12-year program, and they just graduated like a month ago. And this Pura was the first one who learned the songs, and now she teaches them, and I come just to do, the little tweaking, teaching, and things, that needs to be improved. So we have three, Emily, Denise, Amanda, and Tatiana. Please give them hands. that came before us, and he that is bringing Pinantamira over to Plan. So we are bringing this back. Mata de los Indios, Free of the Indians. And this is a follow rhythm that talks about los indios que viven abajo del agua. Con Quisqueya, that our people, they live abajo del agua. And when we go to the countryside, if you listen to them, singing last night I couldn't sleep because the Indians were playing on the dance. Okay, so the next song that we're going to play was gathered in a community called Mata de los Indios, and this is the north of Santo Domingo, Villa Mena. And we have the belief in the Dominican Republic in Quisqueya that the Taínos, the Indians, los indios, viven abajo del agua, live under the water. And you can approach any campesino there and they say, oh my God, last night I couldn't sleep. The los Indians were playing under that river with those drums and those voices that I was so like, and they went the whole night long. So this is the song that comes from this.
La India vive debajo del agua. La India es la India. La India. La India vive debajo del agua. Yeah. Thank you. La India vive debajo del agua.
I am Taíno, also known as Duran Sankar, due to my walk within the Kundalini Yoga path. I just wanted to very quickly not only dedicate this performance to Serena, to the daughter of Yuki, our beautiful Taino here. We honor her spirit right now this moment. May she dance and sing along with us. And I just wanted to quickly share this for my beautiful sister Daisy, who's not here. Today, we don't just drum. We awaken the ancient rhythms that live in our bones. With every beat, we call forth the voices of the earth, the whispers of the wind, the heartbeat of the divine. We are not merely part of a group. We are a vessel for spirit. Keepers of sacred sound, sisters and brothers of rhythms and resonance. Let our hands speak the language of our soul. Let our heart be the drum. Let the music carry us beyond fears, beyond thoughts, into the flow created.
Thank you, everyone. So we're singing 3 songs. I'm Chantel, Guatuni Naru for Taino Awards. And honored to be here. And we're going to sing 3 songs. One song is written by Salvador Madera, the cameraman here. Daka Naboria, which is Bomatuma Tabe, which is a remix to Mukaro song. And we're singing another song called Guaki Ababa Ture. And that was written by my Abuela Ana. We hope you enjoy the sound. Thank you.
Canaboria,
Yo,